Welcome back. Let's take a look at the gardens. Look at those beautiful peppers. Seasoning peppers, also known as pimento peppers. Got some coming in there. Got Malabar spinach climbing along the fence here, along with the perennial cucumber. This is all perennial cucumber here. Intense. I gotta stop talking about this thing. It's out of control and it's evil and it's bad. Over here, this pumpkin, speaking of out of control and evil and bad, this is one of my seminal pumpkin slash calabaza crosses. Back here somewhere, it has made a pumpkin. There we go. Barely see it. It's raining and raining here. There's one right there. You can see it's that same type. This one's smaller than the others. But I thought it was done. And then I fed it again just to see if it would take. I was almost ready to rip it out because it was all yellow. So I fed it again. And it got its second wind. And here it is, making pumpkins yet again. Here's another one. Check that out. Pretty nice, huh? And you can see the vine borers get into them, but they cruise on through it because they find places to root in the ground and they just keep going. That's some pak choi. I can actually pull this one in now and eat it. And these are the hot peppers in between. These guys are looking a little baked right now, but wow, look at that. Something got that one. Something ate the roots. That's not good, but that's the way it goes in the tropics where everything eats everything. Here is another seminal pumpkin that is forming right there. This thing's crazy. I'm just amazed by it. Right here we've got our air potato vine, the edible air potato, which is reaching the top. This was from the real little bulbil that I planted, and it's looking nice. It's not nearly as crazy as this one. Look at this puppy. And see something cool? Look at that. We've got a bulbil right there. And these will grow big. These will get like baseball, softball size. And they're edible. You peel them. It's a root that grows right on the vine. Down here we have our peanuts, which are starting to produce peanuts. You can see all the peduncles they're sending down into the ground. We've got to pull them up at some point. I've never grown peanuts before, but we'll see. I think it's when they die back we pull them, so we'll see if we can do that. Let's see. I don't like to take out any plant that is growing really well, which is why I leave alone things like pumpkins, which eat all the other beds, because often those volunteers are the most productive plants. Like, as you can see over here, this pumpkin has decided to come out of the raised bed, and it's running all the way around the corner over here. So why would I make it stop? It's gonna make me a pumpkin, I'm sure, at some point. So I might as well just let it go. These are the bird peppers that we planted. Look at the little tiny peppers forming on them. This is a wild variety of bird pepper that we started from seeds from one that I harvested down the hill that I found growing at the edge of the cocoa. And they're a very spicy little pepper, which is good for seasoning, but they're really tiny, so it's kind of, we're gonna have to mix them in with the seasoning peppers probably. The out of control fridge garden here is looking good. Love these guys. I used to sell these in my plant nursery. This is oxalis. You can eat the leaves in a salad, and they're sour. They add a nice flavor, and they have beautiful little flowers. Pretty sure this is tarragon. It was sold to me as a mint, but I'm guessing that's tarragon. It looks like a tarragon. This here, see this? This is a cantaloupe. This was mostly filled with compost here, so the cantaloupes came out of it, and they're making cantaloupes. See? We're talking about volunteers. I didn't pull this thing up. I was like, hey, if you want to grow, you can grow. There's another one. I probably grow better gardens from my compost than I grow on purpose. It's kind of ridiculous. Tire gardens are sort of doing all right here. Actually, that one's not doing all right. Everything's died. Yeah, so that one's not doing all right. We have some pak choi here. I'm letting it go to seed. so we can hopefully harvest some pak choi seed. Here's the mess of sweet potatoes, which is really starting to run. I'm excited about these guys. Eventually we're gonna pull them, but we're gonna let them go for a long time because we pulled the other bed too early. And I think I'm just gonna wait. But overall, you can see the gardens are looking pretty lush. There's a lot to eat here. There's a lot of greens, and there's some pumpkins. And we also harvest the sweet potato leaves all the time. And Rachel cooks them into dishes. They're a lot like spinach. So this bed gets picked moderately often for the leaves. So even if we didn't get potatoes, it would be worth it for the leaves. Over here, we've got our hugel stump. There's obviously some sort of mineral deficiency going on here, probably because it was just compost in there. I need to give this pepper something. This is the edge of the garden. You could see the cucumbers have gone all the way around. They're gonna surround the entire garden, it looks like. They are making cucumbers and making cucumbers and making cucumbers, and Rachel has been pickling them. I should film a video of Rachel pickling them. You guys would probably appreciate that. She traditional pickles. She doesn't use vinegar. She puts them in a brine and lets them ferment so they have all the real life bacteria in them, not just factory vinegar. But man, look at all these. They just keep coming. All right, I'm gonna pick some of these and we will do a future video where we pickle. And until then, thanks for joining me, and may your thumbs always be green.
I went to see David the Good. We listened to Portishead and drank spiced rum.
I'm getting sick of guacamole. I'm getting sick of guacamole. I made so much. I made like 30 pounds now. I made like 30 pounds of guac. Too many avocados. Too many avocados are falling down and falling all around me. While I'm harvesting in the rain and getting pneumonia. Oh.